if we have two accounts, one is mine, which I deposit my earning, my positions, even the allowance that my husband gives to me, that belongs to me. Beginning with the dowry, which you receive from your husband, which is your right, that becomes your own position. That's yours. A gift, an inheritance, that's yours. It's not permissible for the husband to take anything out of that, unless if you give him willingly. Then, anything beyond that, which is not yours, and you know that you did not work for it, and Islam did not give you any right to take anything out of it, then you should not ask for it.
Okay, the second question, which is attached to the first, if somebody's going through the process of divorce, Sheikh, when it comes to slaughtering on an Eid al-Adha, or when it comes to giving sacrifice, do they have to be separate slaughters here?
No, as long as you're still in the process of divorce, you're still his wife, legally his wife. As long as you are not divorced officially, even if you're divorced, and this divorce is raj'i, reversible, and we're still during the iddah period, then al-udhiyah is due on the husband if he is financially capable, because slaughtering the udhiyah on the Eid al-Adha is sunnatun mu'akkada upon the family father, on behalf of himself and those who are under his guardianship. Similarly, sadaqatul fitr, the sadaqah which is mandatory upon breaking our fast by the end of Ramadan and prior to offering Salatul Eid, is also due on the family father, on behalf of himself and those who are under his guardianship, including his divorcee wife, if she is still within the iddah time.
Jazakallah khair. Brother Muhammad from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia asked about praying in a mosque. Within the compounds, there's a graveyard. He said the grave, of course, these graves are not inside the mosque, they're in the compound of the mosque. So there's a mosque and graves there. Are we allowed to pray in this building, Sheikh?
Number one, if the mosque does not have any grave in it, then it's a masjid that is valid to offer the prayer in it. What's related to that, if this masjid is built next to this tomb or grave in order to celebrate certain practices, then I'm not saying it's not permissible to pray in the masjid because of the grave. It is not permissible to attend in a place when you know these people are doing these activities of shirk or invoking other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is not something that fictitious, no. It is something that we see, unfortunately, in various parts of the Muslim world. Sometimes there is no grave in this place at all, but they gather to do these false activities because it's known that this masjid belongs to this sect or this party who are not really practicing the mainstream of the ummah. So in this case, I avoid joining them and praying in this place. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in the sound hadith that Allah has given me 5 privileges that were not given to anybody before me, not even a prophet. One of the privileges that were given to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam exclusively, he said, وَجُعِلَتْ لِيَ الْأَرْضُ مَسْجِدًا وَطَهُورًا. And that privilege is extended to his ummah, that it is valid to pray anywhere. And it is valid to seek the tahara from the dirt, the soil, which is tahir, in case of absence of water, anywhere, as long as it's tahir. So as long as the place is pure, and you're facing the Qibla, and there is no violation such as it's a graveyard, or built on top of a grave, or a grave is built inside, then it's permissible to offer the prayer in this place, and Allah knows best. Brothers and sisters, by the end of this episode, I ask you all to join me to make dua right now, and after we're done, and in your night prayer, and in your tahajjud, support your Muslim brothers everywhere, by your heart, by your mind, by your sincere dua. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to feed them after hunger. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them security. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them victory over their enemies. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to turn everything upside down overnight. A few months ago, we're talking about superpower. Not anymore. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who gives us economy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who provides us with wealth, and He's capable to withdraw it overnight. وَلِلَّهِ جُنُودُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا هُ. Allah belongs to Him, all the hosts and the soldiers of the heavens and the earth. And no one knows about them but Him. with a single virus, with a mosquito, with a fly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can eradicate and wipe out a whole nation of the face of the earth. So Allah is able to do all things. Face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with sincere dua, ask Him to give victory to your brothers and sisters. We don't say Palestinians, rather we say our Muslim brothers and sisters. Oh Allah, give victory to this ummah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم.
Jazakallah khair, Shaykh. And with that, we're going to round up this episode of askhuda. Again, if you want to go to the website www.interpal.org if you want to give donations to this cause. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.